In this video we are going to be checking over this Olympus Infinity Stylus Zoom 70 35mm camera with quartz date. And in order to do that we have a battery and a scrap roll of film, and these are not included, they're just here for our testing. So first let's open up the battery compartment, and we do that by carefully taking a penny and just prying that open just like that. We can see the compartment is clean. So we put in a type 1, 2, 3 battery, snap the door shut. Then we load the film by opening the back here. While we have this open, let's just take a look. Looks like some pretty serious optics down in here. They look really good. The surface here is all nice, and if we look on the back, there's a rubber gasket that goes all the way around, and it looks continuous and in good shape. Pressure plate looks good. So let's go ahead and load the film, and we do that by putting the magazine over on this side, pulling the tail over here into the take-up area a little bit like that, making sure that's in all the way. Close the door. You hear the motor running. So now if I open this up, it's showing picture number 1. So we're ready to take a picture. So we'll try it here. And we saw that the lens moved to focus and all that. Let's try the zoom. The zoom is nice and smooth. Now this one has a 35 to 70 millimeter lens. That works nicely. Now I'm going to make the flash go off here by putting it on fill in. And so now when I take the camera and put back over here, it should flash. And it certainly did. So you can see the flash is working. Now I'm going to shut the flash off. And I'm going to try the self-timer, and we do that by pressing this button that puts it in the self-timer mode. So now if I just put the camera out here and push the shutter button, you can see this light came on, and it will give us some indication when it's about ready to go off. Okay, it's blinking, and there we saw the shutter operate and heard the film advance. So I think what we're going to do here now, well, we do have this quartz date. Now I did discover that the quartz date on this camera only goes up through the year 2020. So let's change the mode here. It comes up as January 1st, 1989. And now if we hold that down to where the 89 is flashing, we can set that up. And here we're going up through the 90s, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. But if I push it one more time, it goes back to 89. So here in the year 2021, we have exceeded the length at which this will show the correct date. So it's there and it works, but if you want, most likely you don't want this printing on your pictures anyway. So you can switch the mode, and it's really hard to push these little buttons here. And there's no tool on the thing there. I am going to take this little screwdriver and very carefully push this. There, now it's all dashes, so the quartz date feature is effectively off. So now let's just shoot off the rest of these pictures just to use up the rest of this roll and then show the rewind function. Okay, there, I heard it reach the end. So now the flash retracts, we're hearing the motor rewinding the film back. If we were to look at the top here, we can see the numbers counting down 3, 2, 1, and it'll go a little bit beyond 1 just to make sure it's taken up all of the film into the magazine. Now it's flashing E, so it's safe to open up the back. I'll just close that and pop the back open, and there is our film wound back into there. So this looks like a very nice example of the Olympus Infinity Stylus Zoom 70 with quartz date. These often have a lot of wear, and even on the hard lines like that, there's a little bit, but not that much. These are often shoved into pockets. And possibly the reason why this one isn't all beat up is that it came with this case. Now this is a Minolta case, and it's kind of a beat up case. It's not very nice, but if the camera was in there, it certainly did protect it. And so that case comes with it, as well as these pieces of literature. Here we have the manual for this Olympus camera, and it's a pretty extensive manual about how it works. And then there is this little supplement, something about the quartz date and how to set it. A little Olympus camera, I think this is a repair facility or something, some little pamphlet, and some other little Olympus paperwork. So all of this comes with this camera, and it does all fit in this case. And this case, maybe you'll want to just throw it away, but it will be there in protecting it for shipment, and you may want to use it. It does all fit pretty well.